The power of faith in the life of Anne Marie. The Catechism of the Catholic Church says, faith is a gift of God, a supernatural virtue infused by Him. Believing is an act of the intellect, assenting to the divine truth by command of the will, moved by God through grace. In the life of Anne Marie, the grace of God moving her to have deep faith in the providence of God at every stage of her life. Anne Marie was born into a family which was governed by faith. She inherited uprightness and sterling qualities from her father Balthasar Chauvet and piety, kindness, patience, and other virtues from her mother Claudine Chauvet. Their exemplary life left an indelible impression on her life. From her youth, we see the depth of her faith and her zeal to pass it on to others. She reached out in deep faith and trust to the poor and the deprived. She says, I have walked with firm steps, leaning on the staff of faith and charity, upheld by the one who consoles those who suffer injustice. Faith in God inspired her to take daring steps to uplift the poor and the downtrodden. After the French Revolution, when faith was almost dead in France, the teenage girl Nanette took bold steps to teach catechism to the children of her village, which was forbidden under the new regime. Even when she faced opposition from her own father, she stood firm in her decision because of her faith in the Almighty. She protected priests during the revolution and often gave them shelter, risking her own life. On 11th November 1798, she consecrated herself to God in her family home by the vow of perpetual virginity at a time when churches were closed and religious life was banned. Was it not a moment of grace and an expression of her deep faith in God? As Anne Marie tried her vocation with the Sisters of Charity at Besançon, she had a vision of colored children whom she had never even heard of. These are the children God has given you. He wishes you to form a congregation to take care of them. I am Saint Teresa. I will be your protectress. It was a crucial moment in her life when she had to leave the Sisters of Besançon, believing that God will be her guide and inspiration. After she left the Sisters of Charity, she took care of the orphans at Suans. We know what she did when she ran short of provisions. Her undaunted faith in divine providence made her to run to the chapel and knock at the tabernacle. Then she heard an interior voice, have I ever failed you up to the present? As she came out of the chapel, she found her father and brother with a cart full of provisions, a clear answer to her faith and trust in God. Without knowing what awaits them, the tropical climate, the unknown culture, uncivilized people, months of travel by ship, Anne Marie sent sisters to the missions, Reunion, Senegal, Sierra Leone, and Gambia in Africa, Guyana, Guadeloupe, and Martinique in West Indies, and Pondicherry in India. Once, when she had to travel from Akarwani to Manna by boat, she was informed that the plantation owners had given a large sum of money to the boat owner to drown her in the river. Her faith and trust made her travel in the same boat in serenity and peace of mind. As true daughters of Anne Marie, let us follow her footsteps and live a life of faith and trust in the Almighty.